Please remain standing. I publish the banns of marriage between Manuel Camargue, widower of this parish, and Dinah Baxter Sternhold, widow of the parish of St. Mary, Forby. This is the third time of asking. If any of you know cause or just impediment why these persons should not be joined together in holy matrimony, ye are to declare it.
Excuse me.
Eh?
I wonder if I might.
Well, do we know each other?
No. Of course I know you. It's just that my daughter Sylvia was at school with Dinah.
Ah, was she?
Oh, I don't think they were great friends or anything.
Well, I must get Dinah to ring her.
Well, she doesn't live too far away.
Do you have her telephone number?
I will write it down for you.
Good. Well, you could come to the house sometimes for dinner.
Oh, that would be wonderful.
Well, I don't want Dinah to lose contact with her friends.
Well, I would like to wish you both great happiness.
Thank you very much. Not so many of them think in the same way. The looks that they were giving me. But
Take no notice.
you are absolutely right.
Well, goodbye.
Thank you very much. But you never told me your name.
Dora Wexford.
Oh, Dora. Thank you, Dora.
Bye.
Goodbye. Here we are.
There you are, Sir Manuel. Put a rug in the back since it's got a bit chilly.
What a nice chap you are. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, the church was cold like a refrigerator. Let's hope it warms up before the wedding.
How did it go, sir?
Well, no one knew any cause or just impediment.
Always wondered what would happen if someone did say something.
Well, you sit there wondering if they will.
Really?
It's the most peculiar feeling, yeah?
Miss Dinah couldn't be with you.
No, not today. The jam factory.
Beg your pardon, sir?
That's how Dinah calls the house.
The jam factory?
Sometimes the shoebox.
Guess who I met today? Sir Manuel Camargue. In church.
Yeah.
Well, outside the church. Actually, we heard him once at the Wigmore Hall. It was 30 years ago.
Mozart. He was playing Mozart.
He's getting married.
What? Well, he must be over 70.
Sylvia was at school with the girl he's marrying.
He's marrying a girl of Sylvia's age.
Well, why not?
Well, he must be 20 years older than me.
It's got nothing to do with age.
Well, what has he got to do with that?
Well, if she loves him.
Well, I can't understand a woman throwing away her youth.
He is a very charismatic man. And he's very kind.
How do you know?
Oh, people say, people who know him.
Oh, yeah?
He's invited us to dinner.
Well, I couldn't go.
Why not?
I'd be embarrassed.
Sometimes you make me so mad.
Can I get you anything else, sir?
Oh, yes, a bigger stomach. Oh, I'll get it. Yes?
Were they well and truly called?
For the last time, my darling.
Who was there? Mrs. Last?
Yes.
The Camerons?
Yes, and the mother of a friend of yours.
Of mine?
From school.
Who?
Sylvia Wexford.
Oh, yes, of course. Her parents live in Kings Markham. I must ring her.
Now, she gave me the number. I have to go now. Mrs. X will never forgive me if my lunch gets cold.
I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye, darling. I love you.
I love you too. Bye.
How is she, sir?
Getting excited.
Bless her.
Great.
Those things which proceed out of the mouth come forth from the heart, and they defile the man. For out of the heart proceed evil thoughts, murders, adulteries, fornications, thefts, false witness, blasphemies.
Yeah?
It's me again. I had to talk to you, hear your voice. You don't mind me keep ringing?
I could talk to you all night.
I'll bring the rest of the presents tomorrow.
More presents.
My uncle, who's my godfather, brought us silver pastry forks.
People are very generous, huh?
Yes, particularly as it's the second time round for both of us.
Yeah.
Manuel,
Yes?
have you heard any more from Natalie?
You mean that woman? No.
You know, you're quite wrong about her.
I saw her, Dinah. Not you.
But to take the step of even thinking of changing your will without trying to...
I don't want to discuss it again,
I only want what's best for you.
I should have told the police. Okay, that's enough for the moment, eh? Okay, Nancy, come. Good. Be a good girl. Come on. Come on. Here, 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 here. Sit. Slowly, slowly. It's yours. All right, I know. You want more. Nancy. Nancy, where are you? Nancy. Hey, wait for me. Where are you? Nancy. Nancy. Nancy, where are you? Wait. Come on, Nancy. Nancy. Nancy! Nancy. Where are you, Nancy? Nancy! Nancy! Where are you, Nancy? Where?
What's the dog doing out?
Sir! Sir! Sir Manuel!
Hello, Sylvia.
Isn't it sad? I didn't know him at all, but I can't help crying. Is that silly?
No. He was an old man.
Yes, I know, but
70 years and 10.
just before his wedding.
Well, he shouldn't have gone chasing out that dog of his.
Is it true he fell in the lake?
Apparently.
Man. There was this tremendous obituary program for him on the television.
Yeah, I just caught the end of it. Yeah,
Poor Dinah. She lost her first husband, you know, and now this. I'll go and see her. I'll call her first thing in the morning.
Well, I'd leave it for a day or two if I were you.
Why?
There's going to be an inquest first thing in the morning.
Inquest? Surely he died a perfectly natural death.
Well, you can't call drowning natural.
I mean, he didn't do it on purpose.
No,
And no one did it to him.
no.
Well, then,
There's always an inquest after a sudden death.
what will the verdict be?
Misadventure. Can I express my sympathy with Sir Manuel's daughter in her loss and grief, which is no less a personal one for being shared with the tens of thousands who have been inspired by his music. I would not be exceeding my duty by quoting Samuel Johnson. It matters not how a man dies, but how he has lived. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Miss Arnold, can I ask you a few questions, please?
Sure.
You just returned from America. How long have you been living there?
About 20 years.
Okay, and what's your relationship with Miss Sternholt?
She was to be my stepmother.
Oh. Where have you been?
I went to the inquest.
What for?
Well, there wasn't much going on.
Everything to your liking, I hope, my dear.
Very good.
What is that?
Nubian chicken with rice ruenzoro.
Well, I'll have that then.
Right, my dear.
I think you were wise to do that.
Well, you said it was good.
No. I meant going to the inquest.
Why?
Well, people might start to think there was something suspicious about the death.
Oh. Manuel Camargue died of misadventure. Anyway, nobody recognised me.
That was a musical tribute to the late Sir Manuel Camargue, who died last week.
We've just had a call from the Camargue house.
Time to tell you about a series of
It was broken into last night.
I'd like to go up there.
There's no need for that. Martin can handle it.
Don't you have any curiosity to see the home of our former most distinguished citizen? Come on. Chief Inspector Wexford and Inspector Burton.
Come in, please. Your other man is through here.
Thank you.
Can I get you a cup of tea?
Oh, no, thank you. No.
Inspector Burton?
No, me, thank you.
Then you must excuse me. I have things to do.
are you?
Chief Inspector Wexford.
I'm Natalie Arno.
Sir Manuel's daughter. Please accept my condolences. I didn't know that you were here.
Now you do.
I hear you've had a break-in.
Yes. Downstairs. Didn't Mrs. Hicks show you?
Well, I like to see the whole house.
I see. Well, thank you for coming so quickly. I might be making a big fuss about nothing.
Well, tell me all you can tell me.
It's not much. It must have been around 5 this morning. I thought I heard the sound of breaking glass. I didn't go downstairs. Well, to be honest, I was just a little scared. But I did look out the window, and there was a van parked. I took the number of the registration. I have it here somewhere. Oh, hi. This is Chief Inspector Wexford. These are my friends, the Zoffans. Yeah. He's come to find out burglar. I didn't know what to do. And then I heard the van start up and drive off, and I went down to the dining room and found the window broken.
Well, pity you didn't phone us then.
Well, it was only half a dozen silver spoons and 2 5-pound notes from my purse.
Well, you didn't know that then?
No, I didn't. Mrs. Hicks took me around this morning.
Strange.
What?
All those wonderful objects, the pictures and the porcelain.
Yeah, I know. I know. I find it hard to understand. Unless he was a silver spoon and 5-pound note burglar.
This is Mrs. Murray Burgess. She's a neighbour. Chief Inspector Wexford, Mrs. Murray Burgess.
How do you do?
I saw a man in the grounds here. Not last night. A few nights before. I mentioned it to Mr. Hicks.
What night?
I can't recall precisely.
Did you say anything this morning?
I saw the lights of a vehicle pulling out from Story's by the back entrance. That's past my house.
What time was that?
5:30.
Did you see the driver?
No.
At all?
No.
Not a glimpse?
No.
What sort of a vehicle was it?
A transit.
New or old?
Neither.
Is there anything about it that could help us?
One of its back doors was dented.
Thank you.
Manuel Camargue wasn't just a musician. He was music.
Hello, Dora. Have a word?
Dora, do you mind waiting in the car?
They traced that van. to a television engineer from Finsbury Park in London, who lent it to his flatmate, a man called John Cooper.
Anything?
2 of Camargue's spoons in his cutlery drawer.
Yeah. Well, it was an invitation to do the place. All that stuff about valuable paintings and china.
And so you gleaned the information. In fact, it was very obvious from the newspaper cuttings after the death of Sir Manuel.
Well, they didn't draw a map or anything, but they said the place was empty, all closed up. I didn't have to get a shot when the light came on.
Thank you, Mr. Cooper.
Unless, Mr. Browning, it can be proved that our esteemed tabloids have incited your client to indulge in this petty theft, I suggest we accept your plea of guilty.
Thank you, Your Worship.
And set a date at the Crown Court for this case to be heard.
23rd of December, Myringham Crown Court, number 4, at 11 a.m.
Bail set at £5,000. Next case, please.
Reg, it's that friend of Sylvia's, the one she was at school with, Dinah...
Oh, why don't you go and see Sylvia at home?
Oh, it isn't Sylvia she wants to see, it's you. Oh. She's in the sitting room.
Oh, I'm sorry to bother you, Mr. Wexford. I wouldn't be here unless it were absolutely vital. I can't sleep with the worry.
Well, would you like a drink?
Oh, yes, please.
What?
Whiskey?
Water?
Oh, neat, please.
Oh, do sit down.
Thank you.
Now then.
I knew I ought to tell someone about this as soon as Miss Manuel was dead. I thought of the solicitors, but then I imagined them listening to me, thinking, since I wasn't inheriting, I was troublemaking. And it seemed so wild to go to the police. I don't really believe it myself. I can't. It seems so, well, so outlandish. But Manuel believed it. He was so sure.
Perhaps you better tell me what all this is about.
Manuel told me that Natalie Arnault was not his daughter. He was absolutely convinced she was an imposter. The Hickses went out, took the dog with them. Muriel had left tea prepared for them on the table, so they were quite alone. He told me he intended to be rather cool and distant with her. But when he went down and opened the front door, he just took her in his arms and held her. They talked. He couldn't hear everything. As you probably know, he was partially deaf. And then he took her over the house. He loved to do that. They came to the gold flute, and she said, "You still have the Pazzini flute." And it was at this point he said he knew for certain that she wasn't Natalie.
I'm sorry, I don't follow you.
It was the way she pronounced it. It should have been Pazzini. She pronounced it Pazzini. And the real Natalie spoke perfect Italian. He taught her.
Well, surely there must be something more than that.
There was. He studied her. And then he could see that she wasn't his daughter. Her features were different. The color of her eyes was different. He went back into the drawing room with her and he said, "You are not my daughter, are you?"
He asked her.
And she admitted it.
Are you sure? He's a very old man. Failing eyesight, partially deaf, overwrought.
I'm telling you what he said. The way he said it, Mr. Wexford. He said he was going to cut her out of his will. I tried to dissuade him, but he wouldn't listen. He arranged for his solicitor to come to Sterry's 2 days after our wedding.
He wouldn't go to the police or confide in his solicitor.
That was my fault. I thought maybe he was imagining most of it. That it would cause a scandal and he would have hated that. I thought somehow once we were married, we could all meet and it would turn out to be some sort of misunderstanding.
There was over a week between his daughter's visit and his death. And during that week, he wrote to me and phoned me. No, this extraordinary tale of Mrs. Steinholt, is it? If it were true, he would have said something about it, surely.
He seems to have said nothing to anybody except his fiancée.
Some people like making trouble.
Yes. If Mrs. Arno doesn't inherit, who would?
No, I don't think there's much risk of that, do you, really?
Just the same. Who would?
Sir Manuel has, I suppose I should say, if one can use the present tense in connection with the dead. Sir Manuel has a niece in France, his dead sister's daughter, Mademoiselle Thérèse something, Lacroix. No doubt I could find the name if you really wanted it.
Do you intend to accept Natalie Arno as the heir without investigation?
Good heavens, whatever gave you that idea? No, in view of what you told me, I shall make the most thorough and exhaustive inquiries. No doubt you will do.
No doubt. Mrs. Arno?
She's left. Straight after the service.
Well, when will she be back?
No idea. She didn't say.
Did she leave an address?
No.
What's going to happen then? House going to be sold?
Both will be, sir. The gatehouse, he gave it to us. God knows what it's worth now. I remember as though it was yesterday he said, if you're good enough to come and work for me, then you deserve a house of your own to live in. There weren't many like him.
What's that?
It's antipasto and coli.
I didn't know they had shrimps in Uganda.
What will you have to start with, my dear?
We'll have the red pepper stuffed with prawns.
A very wise choice.
It's like something in a Sidney Greenstreet film.
Sidney Greenstreet?
The fat man in the Maltese.
Talking of Hollywood, I've been on to the police in California. Asked them to let us have whatever they can on Natalie Arno.
Well, if she hasn't been in trouble, there won't be much.
Ah, now, Camargue's wife had a sister who's alive and still in London.
Oh, immediate family, that's good.
And have you ever heard of a composer called Philip Corey?
Yes.
Well, he was an old pal of Camargue's. Either or both of them should be able to tell us if this is the real Natalie.
Well, that raises the question, doesn't it? Did Camargue die a natural death? Who she is everything. We have met before.
I don't.
Detective Chief Inspector Wexford. Mrs. Arno introduced us.
Oh, yes.
May I have a word with you?
Come on. Take care of things for a moment, would you, Michelle? This way. Then, darling, you remember Inspector Wexford, don't you?
Mrs. Zoffany?
Please, Inspector.
Thank you. How long have you known Mrs. Arno?
A couple of years.
You knew her in America?
Yes. My sister, Tina, shared a house with her in Los Angeles. My sister died. I had to go over. What is all this about?
Your sister shared a house with Mrs. Arno?
Tina had a flat in her house.
A room, actually.
Does it matter? Look, can you tell me why you want to know?
Your sister must have been a very young woman.
was 39.
What did she die of?
Cancer. She had cancer.
Did you ever stay in the house?
Yes.
How did you get on with Mrs. Arno?
We became good friends.
And when you came back here, you wrote to each other?
Yes.
And when Mrs. Arno was coming to London, had nowhere to stay, you offered her the flat upstairs?
Why are you asking all these questions?
A suggestion has been made that Mrs. Arno is not who she says she is.
What?
Isn't who she says she is.
Not Sir Manuel Camargue's daughter. An imposter.
That's the most incredible nonsense.
Who suggested this?
Nonsense or not, I have to make the necessary inquiries.
As if she didn't have enough to put up with.
She's got the patience of it. It's not my patience that's in question. It's my identity. Isn't that right, Mr. Wexford? You don't think I am who I say I am?
Are you?
Who do you think I am?
That's what I'm here to find out.
Well, you're an investigator.
That's part of what I do.
You're here to investigate.
I'm here to find the truth.
Do you want to investigate me?
Yes.
Okay. Ask your questions.
What were you doing on the night of September the 27th?
The night my father died?
Yes.
Why?
Just answer the question.
You think I pushed him?
Perhaps.
That's a wicked thing to even think.
Tell him where we were.
We were at a party.
We were all at a party.
I shall have to have the name and address of the people whose party it was.
Yeah, of course. You disappointed?
Disappointed.
Well, you wanted to find me guilty of something.
This raises something else, doesn't it? Did Camargue die a natural death? Who she is everything.
Thank you so much, Miranda. Mr. Wexford, you said on the telephone you wanted to speak to me about my niece.
Yes.
Well, I don't want to even think about her.
Why?
The way she treated her mother and poor Manuel.
You see, my problem is that I have to establish that the woman who calls herself Natalie Arno is Sir Manuel Camargue's daughter. Now, you're the nearest relative. If you would agree to see her in my presence, it would help me if you could tell me if she is who she says she is.
Oh, I couldn't do that. I'm sorry. That is impossible. I don't want to see Natalie again.
Have you got a photograph of your sister?
Of course. She was only 45 when she died. Poor Manuel didn't know what to do with his grief. He sold the house that they had at Pomfret, and he built that awful house at King's Markham. He called it Sterries. You see, Sterries was the name of the village in Derbyshire where my mother and father had their country place. Kathleen and Manuel first met there.
When your niece first moved to America,
I don't want to talk about her.
did Sir Manuel go there?
Yes, but not to see her.
Are you sure?
He would have told me.
I don't quite understand what the rift was between you.
First, she ran away to America to get married, and she didn't even say goodbye. She broke her mother's heart. And then when her mother was dying, Manuel wrote to her again and again, begging her to come over. But she never replied. No, Mr. Wexford, my niece is cruel. She's a cruel, unfeeling girl. And violent, too. She even struck her mother once. Did you know that? But worse than that, she's a nymphomaniac. It doesn't matter to her who the men are. Oh, it's too horrific to talk about. I want no part of her, Inspector.
Come in.
Well, take out.
Patsy.
What?
Not Pazzini.
I've just been to the solicitor.
You see, she said Pazzini. And yes, she spoke perfect Italian because her father taught her.
Birth certificate, marriage certificate, American driving license with photograph, United States passport with older photograph, letter from her father.
She submitted all those to the solicitor?
Yep, and he says that he's interviewed her exhaustively and got from her a number of facts about the Camargue family and her childhood, which are being verified.
Well, that's our job. If there are any facts to be verified, we should be doing it.
It is 20 years since you've seen her.
That voice. I'd know that voice anywhere.
Even with the accent?
She talked about Shadows Hall Farm. When I was in service with them, we lived there for a while. No imposter could know what she knows.
I was with her for 3 years.
At the Royal College of Music?
Yes.
You shared a flat?
I'd know her anywhere.
There's no doubt in your mind?
None.
That she is Natalie Camargue?
I don't know how anyone can doubt it.
Manuel told me that Natalie Arno was not his daughter. He was absolutely convinced she was an imposter.
It must have been around 5 this morning. I thought I heard the sound of breaking glass. It was only a half a dozen silver spoons and 2 5-pound notes missing. You don't think I am who I say I am? Do you think I pushed him?
Jenny? Jenny?
In here! Well, look who's come to see you, eh? Hello, John. What's she doing home?
Your violin.
What?
Can I borrow your violin?
What for?
Someone to play.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know, do I? Can they play?
Royal Academy of Music.
Well, that's very impressive.
I don't have much time.
All right, then you can have the hill, but you've got to promise to be very careful with it, hasn't you? Yes, he is. Listen, I'll go and get it. Here. There you are. See what your daddy will do with you then, eh? Yes.
Magic, you see?
They came to the gold flute, and she said, "You still have the Pazzini flute." And it was at this point he said he knew for certain that she wasn't Natalie.
Inspector Wexford, do come in.
Thank you.
This is strange for me. Do you know, you're the first policeman I've had in my house. In any house I've ever lived in. I feel guilty of something. I've taken 2 tranquilizers. Do sit down.
Oh, thank you. I explained on the phone.
Little Natalie, she was so kind and considerate to me at poor Manuel's memorial service. I should never have known she wasn't his daughter.
Oh, she may be.
I thought you said...
We're trying to establish it, one way or the other.
How?
I'd like you to ask her some questions.
That would be embarrassing.
But you'll do it.
If it'll help.
One violin.
You didn't tell me that Jenny played the violin.
Oh, yes, she used to be with the Pilgrim String Quartet.
Oh.
She said we could borrow her hill if we were very careful with it.
Right.
Her hill?
Hill?
Yes, it's a well-known make of violin.
Mrs. Woodhouse, isn't it?
Mr. Corey!
Oh, how nice to see you.
Are you in London now?
No, down in the same old place.
Oh, you've come to see Natalie.
Is it Natalie?
Oh, couldn't be anyone else.
There you are.
Well, I've already told him.
Mrs. Woodhouse would know as well as I would. After all, she brought her up.
Yes, well, shall we go in then?
Goodbye, sir.
Oh, goodbye. I'm quite willing to do my duty as a citizen. But I should be quite frank with you, Mr. Wainsford.
Uncle Philip, good to see you.
I only wish the circumstances were different. What happened when you were 5?
We went to live on a farm.
What was it called?
Shadows Hall Farm.
What did I buy you for your 6th birthday?
A kitten.
What color?
Grey.
What sort of a kitten was it?
What sort?
What breed, I told you.
British Blue.
Why did I buy it for you?
Because my own cat had been run over.
What did you call it?
Panther.
Loves the house?
On the Pomfret to Cheriton Road.
What was the first instrument you learned to play?
The recorder.
And who was your teacher?
Oh, Miss Bilston.
How old were you when you began to play the violin?
8.
And who was your first master?
No, I can't remember.
What was strange about him?
Strange.
You used to talk about it.
His eyes were different colors.
When you were 15, on holiday from school, your father had just come back from a tour of America.
Canada.
New York.
Nope. Toronto.
Do you remember a night I came to dinner? I hadn't seen you for a long time.
Oh, yes.
And what did I do?
Oh, God, you asked me to play.
And what did you play?
I played Bach.
Yes.
The Chaconne from the D minor partita.
Yes.
I played it badly.
Yes.
But you all clapped. Shall we have a drink?
wasn't Natalie. There's no way she could know about that piece of music. That is Natalie Camargue, without question.
Would you play that piece of music for us? The Bach Chaconne.
I don't think so.
You don't play the violin anymore?
I'm out of practice.
Well, we'll make allowances.
I haven't played in years.
If you play the violin to satisfy Mr. Corey...
Oh, is this necessary, Wexford?
I shall be satisfied that Sir Manuel Camargue made a mistake.
Oh.
Here, let me.
I forgot the glasses. I broke a glass.
She cut her fingers.
She broke a glass.
Deliberately.
It could have been an accident.
Do you believe that?
I don't know. But then I don't have your obsession.
It is an obsession.
And it's affecting your judgment.
Everybody says she's Natalie Arno, and she's not.
Then you must prove it.
I can't. I can't. I can't prove it.
If you can't prove it, then she is Natalie Arno.
Have I missed something, Mike?
Not that I know.
Well, she won't get away with it. No. No, she won't.
I've nothing more to say.
I have. May I come in?
Why don't you leave the poor girl alone?
Are you aware how serious this is?
All I know is what I know.
Murder could be involved.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you mean.
May I sit down? Why did you go and see Mrs. Arno?
She asked me.
Did she?
Oh, why shouldn't I? I've known her since she was a kiddie. It was me that brought her up as much as a mother.
How many times have you seen her?
When?
Recently.
Twice in the past week.
Not in July, when she came over to this country?
No.
Not in August?
No.
When did you see her first?
2 weeks ago, when that solicitor came asking questions.
And what questions did Mrs. Arno ask?
We just talked.
She didn't ask you any questions?
She might have.
Like the name of her kitten or where her father went on tour?
Well, why shouldn't I tell her?
Do you understand what a conspiracy means?
She'd forgotten.
A conspiracy to defraud someone of what is theirs by right of law.
I was just reminding her.
See, this could get you into a lot of trouble.
I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes?
Mr. Ames?
Ah, Mr. Ames. Stay with you, Mike.
I thought I'd come over straight away.
Oh, sounds urgent.
Not urgent, but significant.
Please stay.
This won't take long. This will, of course, be sent to you officially in writing. Simmons, O'Brien, and Ames have decided to recognize Mrs. Natalie Kathleen Camargue Arno as Sir Manuel Camargue's rightful heir.
Quite simply, you're wrong.
We look upon Mrs. Sternhold's accusations as malicious, and indeed, at best, mischief-making, and at worst, slanderous.
I thought maybe he was imagining most of it. That it would cause a scandal, and he would have hated that. I thought somehow once we were married, we could all meet. It would turn out to be some sort of misunderstanding.
Come and sit in the car. Come on, come and sit in the car.
I never thought she really noticed my husband much. I mean, except as my husband, I thought that's all he was to her. I thought it was me. I thought she liked me for myself.
Natalie, she's back at the house.
I did everything for her. I bent over backwards to make her feel at home. She took all that from me, and all the time, she and Ivan were... She doesn't want him. She wants him in love with her. She wants him on a string. He told me, his own wife, he told me he didn't know how he could go on living because another woman doesn't want him. Started in America, and when I told her what he said, she said, "I'm sorry, darling, but I didn't know you then." She said that to me. I didn't know you then.
Let me take you back.
I can't go back there. I can't fix.
Let me take you...
No. Leave me alone.
America.
You can't go to America.
That's where I'll find her.
It's over.
Is it?
The case is closed.
Well, then it'll have to be reopened.
In America?
Los Angeles. No, she won't be expecting that.
Nor will Freeborn.
See, this web she's woven.
You know what he's like.
The subtlety of it.
You know what he can be like.
That's the only place I'll find out who she is.
What do I say?
I'm on holiday. Oh, my name is Wexford. I'm from England. I'm making inquiries about Mrs. Arno. She's my cousin.
I'm sorry, we've only just moved here. We don't know anybody.
What a spot for Jones. For now, he has to face Neil Denise, the league's leading hitter.
Yeah?
Good morning.
Morning.
My name is Wexford.
Jones Records, that's a... Hey, you're English.
I was looking for Mrs. Arno next door.
Now, that is funny. I mean, you're here, and she's in England.
Oh, no.
Afraid so.
Well, perhaps you can help me. Did you know Tina Zoffany?
Know her? Hey, she virtually lived here. Come on in. Want a coffee?
Thank you.
So, how do you know Tina?
I'm her uncle.
Oh, yeah. We met her brother once.
Ivan.
Yeah, I didn't like him one little bit, if you don't mind me saying so.
I wanted to meet Mrs. Arno. I wanted to see where Tina lived her last.
Yeah, she and my wife were real close. She's at church with the kids. Yeah, you gotta talk to her. She'll tell you everything about Tina.
How'd you get on with Mrs. Arno?
As well as anybody could.
Oh? What do you mean?
Well, she's real private, you know. Anybody that knew her on her terms. She was never the same twice. No, we like Tina much better.
Tina's death must have been a shock to you.
Yeah, we like to remember her as she lived. She was the opposite to Natalie. Warm, outgoing, fun.
How comes that Tina was living with Natalie?
I don't know. I guess Natalie needed some money after Ralph Ilbert moved out.
Ralph Ilbert?
Yeah, this married guy she was hanging around with. But there was Johnny that told Tina that Natalie had a room to rent.
Johnny?
Yeah, he was this other guy she had on the side. You know, like a lover. Johnny Fassbender. He was, I don't know, Swiss or something. Hey, listen, you gotta stick around till my wife gets back. She's got some great snapshots of Tina.
Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear.
Who are you?
Oh, my name is Wexford. I'm from England. Natalie Arno on 440. Well, she's my cousin.
Oh, yes. She went back home to visit her folks in London.
Oh, no. Can you tell me how long you've lived here?
About 4 years, I guess.
Did you know her well?
Hardly see her. She's almost a recluse.
What about the other people who lived in her house?
Her rumors, sure, we see them. They're always changing. There was this Swiss guy she had who was living with her illegally. Well, I guess everyone knew it. But my husband being in the police department, well, he had to do what he had to do, you know?
You mean he had him deported?
That's what I mean.
Manuel believed it. He was so sure.
She's a cruel, unfeeling girl.
She was so kind and considerate to me at poor
We look
man.
upon Mrs. Stonehold's accusations as malicious,
She doesn't love him,
and indeed, at best, mischief-making.
but she wants him in love with her. She wants him on a string.
We became good friends.
She's a
Slanderous.
nymphomaniac.
Yeah, he was this married guy she had on the side.
You disappointed?
Swiss or something.
Yeah, you wanted to find me guilty of something.
You got the number here, Dora? What's it called again? Chateau Marmont. A lot of interesting people have died here.
Oh, dear, Reg, is it safe?
Don't you worry about me. Yeah, I'll see you in a couple of days. Must go now.
Love you, Reg. Take care.
Yeah, me too. Bye.
Hello?
Oh, Mrs. Davina Hilbert.
Yeah?
My name's Chief Inspector Wexford from England.
Inspector?
I'm a policeman.
Yeah, what do you want?
I'm making inquiries about a case in which Mrs. Natalie Arno is concerned. I wonder if you'd mind answering me some questions about her.
Listen, I don't care what you ask me about her, but not over the phone, huh?
Well, where then? When did your husband first meet Natalie?
What?
When did your husband first meet Natalie?
Oh, that was in 86, yeah. 86. Have a towel. Thanks. Thank you.
And where was that?
It was in San Francisco at some, I think it was a cocktail party, yeah. Would you like a drink?
Oh, thank you.
Oh, aren't you kind?
And what happened then?
Ah, well, then. He brought her down to L.A. Bought the house in Tuscarora. For her.
You lived there with her?
Divided his time between me and her. God, I was so dumb in those days. I trusted him. Well, when I did find out, I went over to Tuscarora and beat her up. Oh, Ralph came back, found her with 2 black eyes. God, he got so scared. He moved her up the coast for a while, get her away from me.
Where did they stay, do you know?
I think somewhere around the bay, maybe Point Doom. Don't know.
And what happened to them?
Well, she got tired of him, met somebody else. Ralphie was still crazy about her. But he never saw her again after that trip.
Never saw her again?
No, she wouldn't. See him, speak to him. Then Ralph found out this guy she was with was living here illegally. He had him deported.
The Swiss called Fassbender.
No, where'd you get that? No, it was, I don't recall exactly what his name was, but it wasn't what you said.
No, he was English. Ralph had him deported to England.
Bye-bye.
Excuse me.
Yes. Can I help you?
Well, I wonder if you can. I'm a police officer from England.
Oh, England. Wow.
Yes, I'm investigating a case. Two people who stayed here about 1986. They would be registered under the name of either Arno or Ilbert.
Not heard of it. Never heard of it. Oh, well, it's very kind of you to have looked.
Chief Inspector?
Oh, thank you.
Edith, dear. Now, you wanted to know about the girl who lived here.
Well, stayed here.
She must have been here 3 months.
We thought she'd go on renting the chalet forever.
There was a man with her.
He used to come and go in a Lincoln Continental.
Ilbert?
That's right.
That was his name.
I will say this for her, though. She never pretended. She never called herself Mrs. Ilbert.
Couldn't care less what people thought.
Is this her?
Yeah. Yeah, I reckon that's her.
I guess that's her. It's kind of hard to say. She wore her hair loose. She had this terrific tan.
One man wasn't enough for her. She was two-timing that Ilbert the minute he was off to L.A. There was this young fella hanging around.
He used to play guitar at the Maison Suisse over in San Luis Obispo.
She was crazy about him.
He took her over completely.
Why did she leave?
We weren't here.
We were in England.
But Tom's cousin, who came over to run the place, said she was badly upset by a woman drowning here at Santa Xavierita. A young woman about her age. They knew each other. They were close.
This woman who drowned, do you know anything more about her?
She was on holiday from the East, that's all. One man wasn't enough for her.
The guy that she was with was living here illegally?
She was two-timing that Ilbert the minute he was off.
He was English. Ralph had him deported to England.
She was badly upset by a woman drowning here.
Good trip?
Oh, close that window.
I opened because it's so warm in here.
Cold.
That's jet lag.
I want you to get me the details of this. It's the death by drowning of a woman in California.
Drowning?
Yeah, a friend of Natalie's.
And?
Nothing yet. Just a hunch.
May take a few days.
What's been going on here while I've been away?
Jane Zoffany has disappeared. Zoffany didn't report her missing till she'd been gone a week. They'd quarrelled and she'd gone off.
Yes, I know. I saw her before I went to America.
Oh. It should be taken seriously. I mean, he was very distraught.
About Natalie. You spoke to her?
I thought I'd leave that to you.
Morning.
Hey, when you pack the bowl, would you really stuff it well?
Moving out?
You can't leave me alone, can you, Inspector? Yeah, we pack the breakables today, and tomorrow we pack the heavy stuff.
So the house?
I can wait for the right price.
I'd like to talk to you about Jane Zoffany.
Come outside. Jane never came back to the house that night.
Are you sure?
Her stuff is still in the room she and Ivan used.
Where could she have gone?
I don't know.
You must have some idea.
Wish I did.
Maybe she's in the lake.
Why don't you drag it?
Message for you from Interpol. The woman who drowned in Santa Señorita was Tessa Lanchester, aged 30, unmarried, a paralegal secretary from Boston. The body was recovered after being in the sea for 5 days and identified a further 4 days later by her aunt, her parents both being dead. What is all this?
Consider the possibility that the woman who drowned at Santa Xaverita was not Tessa Lanchester, but Natalie Arno. And then consider the possibility that the woman we are told is Natalie Arno Camargue is in fact a paralegal secretary from Boston. I want that house turned inside out.
Search warrant will take a few days.
What?
She's complained to headquarters, wants us off the property.
Sir! You go on up to the house, and anything that wants taken apart up there, you take it apart.
You're not going to find anything in this place.
You tell that to Jane Zoffany.
gone. The door was open.
Yes, they're going to work for Philip Corrie, Dave.
I used to bring Nancy here every week. Ted loves her. Sylvia says you've been in California.
Yes. Yes, I went over there on holiday.
I think you went to find out if what Manuel thought was true. But you didn't find out, did you?
In there. Off chance.
Where's it all gone?
Turn left here. Turn right at the bottom.
Are you sure this time?
Of course, I'm absolutely sure. Hang on, just a minute, just a minute. Yes, that's right. I was right first time. It should be down here on the left. 20, sir.
This is a serious matter.
It is?
A very serious matter.
Is it much further?
Frankly, I find it hard to believe. I imagine there's a chance you're wrong.
Very good chance.
Mrs. Arno's furniture is up there.
Try that, will you? There. You have the keys?
I shall have to go back to the office to check in the book.
Well, if you don't have them, we shall have to break it open.
Your warrant doesn't say anything about breaking.
Find the keys, then.
Let me try.
Natalie. I hardly knew her. But I still have this terrible sense of loss. I was wrong all along. She was Natalie Camargue. You get an idea into your head. You get obsessed with it. And the result is that somebody gets killed.
You had nothing to do with her death. Whoever killed her for what she was. So, what now?
We find out who killed her and why.
Mrs. Arnold was going away on her holidays. She asked me to see to the moving on the second day. She had a chap staying.
What? Who was he?
I don't know. I didn't even see him. I heard them talking French. She laughed and said, "Your funny Swiss accent."
Swiss?
That's what she said, sir.
It's an extraordinary thing. But Mrs. Arno simply followed in her father's footsteps. A week ago, we arranged to make a will, but she died before it could be drawn up. And she, too, was going to get married, you know. But she changed her mind.
No, I didn't know.
So the beneficiary is her cousin, Mademoiselle Thérèse Laramie. Do you want a precise address?
Passengers are reminded that the Duty shop D-Day will be closing in 5 minutes.
Well, I just hope we're in time.
If he's there.
Well, Natalie's been dead 9 days, so he could have been there for 8 days.
We don't know if he's there. Only your ESP tells us that. How I don't know what he looks like.
I do.
How?
So do you. Join the Hampshire Constabulary and see the world.
We should enjoy it. While we can.
Single girl. She's probably at work.
Oh, well, that gives us a few hours. Now, there's a cathedral, a Joan of Arc church, and apparently there's a very good art gallery. Jenny was telling me about them.
Yeah? Well, let's get up there and have a look at her place, shall we? Merci, mademoiselle. Au revoir.
What if he has gone back to America? Or Switzerland?
Oh, I wouldn't want to lose the money now, Mike. This place would draw him like a magnet. But apparently he likes an heiress.
But the heiress didn't like him. At the last moment, Natalie decided not to marry him.
Yeah. He killed her for it. I think he's moved on to the next. Ah, here she is. Mademoiselle Laramie, I believe that Mr. Ames has been in touch with you.
Yes, he has. He told me about Natalie's death and about the inheritance.
Miss Laramie, there's no easy way to say this, but we believe that both your uncle, Sir Manuel Camargue, and Natalie were murdered.
We are here to investigate these crimes.
We would believe that they were both killed by the same man.
Murdered. Please excuse me. Oh, Johnny. On peut se voir ce soir si tu veux. Oui, bien sûr. Je pourrais venir te prendre après que tu aies fini de jouer au restaurant vers 10 heures. Je t'aime. Au revoir.
Friend of yours.
A new friend.
Does he by any chance happen to play a guitar at the restaurant?
Yes.
Thérèse. I played your tune.
C'est vrai?
Oui, 2 fois.
C'est dommage que j'étais pas là.
Je te cherchais parmi tous ces visages. Oh, Thérèse, je t'aime.
Je viendrai demain soir.
Sans toi, c'est le vide. Sans aucune de passion.
Je viendrai.
Marry me, Thérèse.
Everything is going too fast, I'm afraid.
Fear can be a friend, believe me.
Mr. Fassbender.
God, it's Cooper. It's Cooper.
Don't even try it.
We found Natalie, Mr. Cooper. Or is it Johnny Fassbender? With your funny Swiss accent.
Stay where you are. Don't come any closer.
You, Mr. Cooper from London now, are you? You heard that Sir Manuel Camargue was going to change his will, leave all his money to his new wife. You were obsessed with that money, weren't you? Obsessed with Natalie. You wanted to make sure that she'd get it. So you killed the old man.
I was in America.
Oh, no, you weren't. We checked. He must have been galling for you, knowing that you had to share her with Ivan Sophony and Ilbert. Romero had you deported on your Swiss passport, but you came back. And then Ilbert had you deported on your English passport. Pity you didn't have any more passports. Why don't you let the lady go, Cooper? She's not Natalie. Nobody ever take the place of Natalie for you. Natalie and the money, wasn't it? But Natalie wouldn't marry a piece of rough like you. You stupid scum! While you were playing at the Maison Suisse, she was two-timing you with Ilbert.
Restez où vous êtes! Ne bougez pas! Salaud!
Must have driven you mad. Knowing that whatever you did, you could never possess her. Never possess her. Oh, no. You can kill her. But you'll never forget Natalie. She's there with you forever. Betraying you forever. Betraying you forever.
My bastard!
I have to speak. I must speak to Inspector Wexford. I must speak to him now. It wasn't deliberate, just a mix-up. You see, the first appointment Natalie made with her father, she couldn't keep. She telephoned him. The second appointment, she wouldn't go. I went down to Sterry's for her, not as her. It was all a terrible misunderstanding. I didn't want to see the old man's feelings hurt. I didn't want to see him fobbed off with another phone call. It seemed kinder and more polite to go in person and explain. But he opened the door and put his arms round me and kissed me before I could speak. I tried to tell him that there'd been a mistake, but he was deaf and carried away with emotion.
Consequences of your silence have been devastating, haven't they?
I was so confused. I played along with him while deciding what to do. It was so embarrassing.
Embarrassment? Embarrassment prevented you from telling me that you had seen Camargue? You, and not Natalie?
She sent me. She thought it would be amusing.
Who do you think I am?
That's what I'm here to find out.
You're an investigator.
That's part of what I do.
You're here to investigate.
I'm here to find the truth.
From next week, Inspector Wexford will be at the earlier time of 9 o'clock. Stay with us, though. Coming next on ITV3, Lovejoy finds himself involved in a game of antique billiards.